Hey everybody, we are back in the shop again. The garage. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Travis is over here working on his wife's car. And I am working on my Harley. Whatever's left of it. You saw in the last video we pulled those out of the shed, and today I have the fuel tank apart. Shout out to the last guy that owned this, that broke off a screw on the sending unit and siliconed it. That doesn't read. I got a genuine Harley Davidson new sending unit. Got a new fuel gauge. Wasn't too confident in the old one. And the oil line, we took that off. I found the last guy made his focus. Okay. Anyways, that's just orange silicone. He made his own O-ring, so that's why that was leaking. So somewhere in here, I think there's a fitting in the bottom of there I jammed in, but I have new O-rings and a new clip for that. So we'll go ahead and install these, put them back on the bike, finish the plugs and the oil change, and start mounting those bags up. Top to it. Before I throw the tank on, I'm gonna throw new spark plugs in it and then do a clean up on the heads, just make it all shiny, and we'll be good to go. Yeah, quick spritz on the chrome. So even when this girl breaks down, she'll look good on the side of the road, I guess. Gonna go ahead and throw in a Drag Specialties oil filter and pour some oil in this and throw that tank back on and carry on with this. So. Ooh, chrome, buddy.
Oh, wow.
Wow. The 37 horsepower gain freaking filter.
And more power, baby.
Okay, back doing a quick diagnostic on this because I got the new sending unit in, got the new to me gauge put in, and focus, still on empty, and have a full tank. So it's a 2-wire plug. There should be a power and ground there, which there is. I have it up here, but the gauge is supposed to ground through that screw there. Okay, so I pulled it back here, check, focus, don't have ground. For some reason, I don't know if it's the paint on the tank, but if I ground it here, come on, it helps if I put on the battery. Okay, making a ground jumper cable here. Starts to climb. Look at that. So I'm gonna muck around and try and ground this tank a little bit better, or I might just run another ground up to here. But yeah, it works. So figure that out, put it back together, and on to the next thing. Okay, so I've got this all buttoned back up again. Fuel gauge is working properly. If it would focus, come on. Anyways, that's full. You can see the white line. There's too much glare in here right now, but it is working. I didn't have the rear tank bolt in, so that grounds the tank, grounds the fuel pump, working mint. Cannot actually finish my oil change today. I got a new fitting for this quick connect line here coming off my oil reservoir, but it's the wrong size, had to reorder it. I don't really want to put the exhaust or foot peg back on until I get that done, so I'm gonna slide the seat on and put the back seat on so I can start fitting the bags. I don't know where they went. Travis moved them on me, are they? I don't know. I don't know where they're at. So we're gonna find them. We're gonna start mounting those up. Good enough. Yeah. Have the back seat on. It's not buttoned down completely. It's all kind of loose fitted, but I need these on so that I can start to mount the bags to see if these are gonna hit. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but we're gonna try. All right, here's where we're at. These brackets, nice powder coated brackets actually with threads already in them. If you would focus, great. Love that. So these came on here. I have them set up. That one's gonna go directly down. I'm gonna cut it there. This one can mount on the back of the bag. And then I just got the 2 extra from the other side. Got them marked out here and in place so I can drill new holes because these ones don't line up. And then on this one, also gonna drill a second and third hole. And then, back on the bike there. They'll look pretty good, so I'm gonna set you on the stand and you can watch me do that. Alright, I didn't want to screw around on film showing you guys me back and forth taking those brackets on and off, but got them sorted out. Just got another one over on the bench here, pre-drilling some more holes, and then we're gonna put them on. I already got that one fitted better, but hard to tell until it's on the ground, but this thing's gonna be sweet with those on. So I'll go ahead and finish this up, mount it, we'll continue on. Alright, I got this bag mounted up on the right side here, so I know it's hard to grasp here. I know it looks like it's hanging, but it's not. It's the way the bike's sitting on the stand. But this thing, oh, it fills out the rear end of this bike so much more. It's hard to do it justice in here, but this thing is really coming together. These hard street bags they're solid on here. These ain't going anywhere. Well, that one might go somewhere. I gotta tighten up that top bolt still, so tighten that up, tighten the other one, be ready to party. Alright, we finally made it back to working on the Harley Davidson here. It's been, ow, hit my head off that bike. Great. It's been a couple weeks. I've been waiting on one oil line retainer that would go from my oil tank down to my engine, but that took 3 weeks to come in because I kept getting the wrong one. But shout out to Tom at Choppers for getting me the right one so I can continue on. But in the meantime, doing all that, when I was doing my bags, I don't know why I had the oil filler cap on that would sit, and I was like, you know, getting some bolts going in here, and I don't know how, I dropped one in the oil reservoir. I tried every magnet grabber known to mankind, wasn't coming out. So ended up fighting with it today. It's like an hour to get that thing off. I've never done one before, so got it off out of here. It's been a tight fit. So we're gonna go ahead and flip that upside down, get that bolt out, put the cap back on, and then reinstall that, put my oil lines back on, put oil in it, hopefully nothing leaks, and continue on, put my exhaust on, my floorboard. Getting pretty close to riding this thing, so it's already May. Last year we were out in March, so hopefully I can get on it by the end of the day today. So let's get at that. Alright, after shaking this thing 7 ways from Sunday, got this bolt out. So that's good, because this, I think what was happening was it is actually sitting down in my oil line. Can we see that? I think in the tank, so it would have been sitting like that. That would have been blocking all my oil flow, even though I'm pretty sure that's a return line into my drain. Wouldn't have been good in there, so happy I got that out. Now for safe measures. That's back on, we see it. I can go ahead and put it back in here, button this up, and carry on. I wrestled around with it, but I got my oil tank back in. I'm just gonna put the battery back in. For the rear seat, ever since I got it, this has like a mounted screw in it that screws in, but I never had a plug in there, so I've got a cap nut epoxied in there. I don't know, it'll work for now. Usually it was supposed to press fit in from the bottom, but that hole got oblong from the previous owner. And over here I just loosely had the exhaust put on, so I'm gonna tighten up the nuts and tighten up the bracket bolts wherever they may be. I think down here. And put the battery back in, put oil in, air filter on, and see if this girl wants to go or not. Pretty excited to get out on it. Okay, seat's back on. Just got my air intake, air filter and cover put back on. I got 2.5 quarts in there. I checked it. It should be good. Let's see if this thing fires off or if it wants to give me a bad time. Here's for hoping it starts. I'm gonna get on it because it's on the stand, so. choke is already up. Cool. Run. Check for some oil leaks. So before it was leaking out of this fitting, which is now dry. We like that. It's gonna be a little bit smoky in here, but fuel gauge is working. Mint. Damn, that thing's loud. All right, I'm gonna slap the floorboard on, put this thing down, just give a once over of everything I've checked and had apart, and we'll go from there. That's awesome. No fuel leaks. Fuel gauge is working. It starts. Cool. All right, I got the bike all buttoned up. I'm ready to take you on the first ride of the year. I've never put a GoPro on a bike handlebar before. I don't know how it's gonna go. It could be noisy. Gonna try and get some good rolling clips, but yeah, the bike's running good. Seems to be holding its oil and not leaking, so here we go.
Alright, just pulled over just to check the oil leak. How you doing? Seems to be dry, so hopefully that was some good riding footage. Hopefully you guys can even hear this, but stay tuned and we'll catch you in the next video.